Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Westworld Season 3, Episode 4. Before beginning this intro, about Westworld, I want to remind you something that I already said yesterday, that I already posted on YouTube, that I already posted on Twitter, but people are still asking me on the comments questions about it. Yes, guys, I'm gonna react to La Casa de Papel, to the season 4 of La Casa de Papel. I already watched the season 4 during this weekend, but I'm not gonna post reaction videos about it until tomorrow, until Wednesday. That's a choice that I made because reaction videos are not a way to stream the show, to have a streaming way to watch the show. No, watch the show on your own and then come back to search for reaction videos about it. You want to have reaction videos about a show that you love because you want to know how this person reacted to that moment, that scene, that touching emotional moment, or that moment of action, that death maybe. Also want to see how other people are reacting to the show that you love, and you want to have maybe an analysis about it and stuff like that. But it's not a streaming way to watch the show. Like, if you are there just for the little screen, I prefer to warn you, you're gonna be really disappointed because I'm talking during it, because I want to give you my thoughts and my reactions when I'm watching something, when something is happening. I'm not just a reactor who is watching the screen without doing anything, like... No, don't expect that with me. I'm not like that. That's not how I'm seeing reaction videos, mine, but also the ones that I'm seeing with other reactors. Again, this is not a way to watch the show, it's a way to watch how other people reacted to it. And that's it. Stop harassing me about La Casa de Papel. The reaction videos are gonna come soon, tomorrow now, but it's really for giving you guys the time to watch it on your own that I'm doing that. And also because I want to be fair with the show, if I'm beginning to post reaction videos about it the day that the show is out, like, it's a nonsense total for me. My reaction videos are not like that. Also, if you are here just for Westworld and if you didn't see me since a week, I'm still in confinement, just in case that you were wondering about that. Everywhere in France we are still in confinement since more than 20 days now, and that's alright. The weather is not great since 2 days now, so my mood is maybe a little impacted by that, and maybe I'm not as positive than I was at the beginning of the confinement. During the first 20 days of it, because I had the sun, I have a little balcony, so I was enjoying the sun on my balcony. I'm still okay, I'm still not paranoiac, I'm still not going crazy, The only thing that we have to do is to stay at home, We can save lives by staying at home, by doing nothing. Please, guys, do that. It has never been so easy to save a life. Just stay at your home. Like, you can do a lot of stuff. Each morning I'm posting to you a videos, a little video about one activity that you can do at your home to give you one idea, or just to give you some fun, I'm trying my best to make them fun or to make them interesting or just peaceful to watch. So I hope that I'm helping you, to entertain you during that time. And you can watch all of the reaction videos that I already made for a lot of shows, for The Expanse, for Game of Thrones, for Mr. Robot, for La Casa de Papel, for Westworld, for The Walking Dead, for Fear the Walking Dead, for Stranger Things, for The Boys, for The Haunting of Hill House, for what else? For The Witcher. Really, you have plenty of videos to watch or to rewatch, to remind you what this episode was about and how I reacted to it, how emotional I was or how angry I was with it. About Westworld now. About the last episodes of Westworld. I'm gonna talk, about the 3 last episodes of Westworld, about the beginning of this season. I love the show because it makes me think a lot, It makes me think about artificial intelligence, about robots with emotions or not, with a soul or not, and you know that I love that. Right now I'm binge watching Battlestar Galactica, and you know that this is a question that I really appreciate and I really love to think about it, to explore that subject. If you didn't know that, I'm gonna put a link for the playlist of Battlestar Galactica so you can watch my reaction videos about it. Yes, the beginning of this season is great because it's all of what we love, about Westworld. It's questioning us about big subjects like that, but it's also making us think and trying to understand it and trying to understand, who is into that body, who is into that body. Like for me, Charlotte, into her, I think that we have Teddy, but I'm not sure at 100% that it's Teddy. For me, it's him because she was taking care of him, Dolores, she was loving that person. We already saw that person choking someone. The fact that that person knew Dolores and knew also Charlotte. Yes, I'm thinking about Teddy. I know because I read some of your comments that you think that this person can be her dad, can be Dolores' dad. I'm not really sure of that because we really saw him just a little, so I'm not believing into that. I saw one of you thinking that it might be a horse. I'm sorry, but I have trouble to think that. I don't know, I really don't know. For me, the main things that I'm pretty sure of, it's the fact that during the time jump, Dolores had the time to do a lot of stuff because she had the money also to do that. So for me, we have, I don't know, for me, really my main theory about this season is the fact that we have a lot of different Dolores. So maybe it can be Dolores, inside of Charlotte. I was thinking that it was not her because of the fact that this new Charlotte said, why I can't be myself when you can be yourself. So for me, I erased, that thought that I had since the beginning of the season with just that line, but maybe I need to keep that theory. The fact that it's maybe a basic version of Dolores into Charlotte, maybe, but I really think that we have different versions of Dolores into different bodies, but also maybe with the same appearance. I really think that she replicated herself. Maybe I'm thinking of that because I'm binge watching Battlestar Galactica right now, but I also really think that she has the ego, to do that, to replicate herself, to have different versions of herself, and also because she needs that, she needs to be in a lot of places at the same time, to do a lot of different stuff. And I was thinking of that also because we saw her acting differently during different scenes with different characters, and for me some of her actions were not fitting with other actions, so we'll see if I'm right or wrong about that. The writers during this season are gonna play with the different places. We saw that we're gonna be into Westworld but also outside of Westworld, and we're gonna have also different timelines like we had during the season 2. That was the main thing about the season 2, the fact that we were into different timelines and we had to put everything into a chronological order. I think that they didn't give up on that with this season, and for me, what is happening right now to Bernard and to Dolores with Caleb, it's the present, but everything else we have to understand where it is. And for me, what happened to Maeve during the episode 2 happened way before all of that, For me, it happened really at the beginning of the time jump, because we know, because I said it, that what was happening into Westworld, was happening really quick, like one day or maybe more, like 1 month of what was happening into Westworld was in fact happening in 1 minute of the real world. So really, for me, what happened to Maeve during the episode 2 happened during 1 day of the beginning of the time jump. And also, for me, Caleb is not just that man that we are imagining right now. I mean, we saw some memories with him, some flashbacks with him, and for me that's really important. Something happened right there, not just the fact that he lost his partner. For me, it's related to Westworld or to the Rehoboam, and I think that Dolores knows that, and that's why she's letting him help her and she's paying attention to him and all of that. Like, come on, Dolores, we know her since a long time now, and we know that she's not doing something without having something else into her mind, you know, a plan behind all of that. And okay, that can make a good relationship, a good love relationship for the fans to ship, but it doesn't mean that this is not for something else, you know. You know that Rehoboam knows everything about you, and maybe he can create persons with that, with what he knows about you. And maybe it's the case for Caleb. I know that Dolores said that the Rehoboam didn't consider him as a man for which, you know, they had to be interested by, you know, and all of that. But it don't help me, you know, to destroy that theory that I have about Caleb. For sure is related to something, to the Rehoboam or Westworld. I'm more thinking about the Rehoboam. And for sure, Dolores, she has something else into her mind. She knows that about Caleb. I was thinking about the fact, you know, how they were talking to each other, how Dolores was talking. He had to know her before or something like that, I don't know. But yes, during the last episode, I said to you in one of my series that maybe Caleb is not real also, is made with what the Rehoboam knew about him before he died. The fact that maybe he died before, you know, and that's another version of him also. Maybe I'm going too far, maybe, we'll see. Okay, that's a really long intro. I think that I'm not gonna keep all of it. Let's go now for the episode 4. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to not play with that during all of the video. I'm sorry. For my theory about the fact that maybe Caleb is already dead, I'm gonna put you the link, you know, for the reaction video where I'm talking about that, because it's a really long theory and I'm not gonna take other minutes to talk about it. Each time we have recap without any sound. That's pretty clever, you know, for the show to do that. But yeah, we're gonna have news about him during this episode. Yes! Him with Maeve, they are my favorite characters. William! Where are you, my dear? William? Are you dreaming or hallucinating something? Oh, okay, you're dreaming. Who are you talking to?
You know, this doesn't look good. When I review shit, I used it. Because it showed the hell up.
That was really awful, you know, during the last season.
It wasn't my fault. I thought you were real.
This moment when he didn't know if she was real or not, he shot her and he was waiting, you know, to know if he was right or not to do it.
My choices are my own. Oh, so you chose to kill them?
Why the two voices?
Free and evil? Or blameless and helplessly enslaved?
You know, we have an echo on our voice. Why?
Finish the game, Dad.
You're doubting of yourself now?
I see you're making the most of your sabbatical.
You're not real either.
Real enough to not want a gun pointed at my face.
Charlotte?
Are you with me now?
I delegated my duties. He's stealing it from you.
Maybe it would change your mind to know why he's trying to get his hands on Delos. The data from the project in Sector 16.
When are we?
You can't take Delos' pride running my votes alone. You need at least half the rest of the board.
This is your house.
I didn't finish it.
It's when you created him.
You live as long as the last person who remembers you in there. I remembered you once before. I remembered you again.
Who else did you bring with you?
4, if we're not counting you.
We could be whoever we want. Live however we want.
Should we replace
You know where she is.
That's your theory? You sure that little button of yours is gonna work?
It's working on him like it's working on Maeve. How did you get that button, Bernard?
Just taking crap.
Did we see that?
Not where to start.
You want him to be with you to start this revolution, yes, but not just because of your good art. Okay, maybe you can start to have feelings for him and all of that, but you chose him for a reason. He's related to the Rehoboam, in my opinion, or maybe Westworld, but I'm thinking more about the Rehoboam, and maybe because of the fact that he already died and they created him with the data that they had about him. He's a cobaye, you know.
Are you still working at Anderson Private Equity?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh! A job. You're gonna replace him with Caleb.
In your form. You need the encryption key in his blood to pull this off. That's starting degrading once we expose it to oxygen. You have 20 minutes left.
I was right. You're really following her blindly, Caleb. And he knows that maybe she's not real because he saw her doing all of this stuff with the men, killing them, having them like that and all. Can he have his own plan, you know? Be a part of maybe his plan?
No, Maeve. This is Singapore.
If you'd really wanted to impress me, you could have thought to bring me to Paris.
I grew up there with my brother.
That's not Paris.
There's nothing left to see. I know what it is to see a world disappear in the blink of an eye.
What?
It exists now only in my mind.
Paris is not existing into this world? That was weird, you know, because what was written into the car, it was technologic risk. Like that was not a technologic risk, it was the nuclear bomb.
Imagine my surprise when I discovered that someone had put together a more complete portrait, a map of the human mind.
I think that you're trying to do the same with Caleb.
So you want me to find Dolores? But what's in it for me?
Same world you sent your daughter to.
That
Oh,
world is locked away from this one.
No, friend Dolores has.
don't give her false hope, please. It's happening now?
This is where she remade herself.
We are in the prison?
Stolen a small number of pearls.
Yes, she did.
She
Who?
needed allies.
Do you know who? I'm gonna zoom, you know, into the pictures during the editing. You can be sure of that.
This man is an identity broker. He had something of a windfall 3 months ago.
What is he gonna see?
I'm showing him what becomes of his family if he helps us. If he doesn't.
He's threatening everyone. We can't trust him. Vincent Cassel is so good, you know, as that kind of characters with different faces. Like, right now he's so calm, you know, he's so gentle. But in fact, that smile, for example.
To show me. Without you, he's under it. Thank you.
I'm gonna kill him.
Humans created the idea of heaven and hell. Cow simple-minded people into compliance. You could spend eternity with your daughter.
He's so intense, you know, every time that he's speaking, he can be so intense. Ah, he has such a presence.
Your mind is complicated, Maeve, but not so complicated that we couldn't switch into it.
You can't control
She
her.
has 5 more of your kind under her control.
But I really think that maybe she replicated also herself into other bodies. Like 3 months and just 5 identities. Nope, that's not the Dolores that we know.
First thing we
That scene can be so interesting if it's Dolores inside of Charlotte. Is he gonna understand at some point that she's not the real Charlotte?
What happens? It degrades too fast.
We do this the old-fashioned way.
Fighting.
Kill everyone.
Yes, she's a dangerous woman. I think that he knows that she's not real.
Associate and I.
And we know that he doesn't love technologies, you know.
You verify your identity.
I need to make a transfer on behalf of my client, Liam Dempsey.
May I have your client's hash key?
Why didn't you test her, you know? They tested him, but not her.
It's highly unusual to make a transfer of this magnitude. We must do one final authentication before releasing them. Apologies, we couldn't get a proper read. Here we go.
Ah? No, Dolores, come on.
Thank you, Mr. Treat.
She was annoyed, Dolores.